is this comes back to when I was going off here on the whole consistency thing. You have to keep showing up. I think aside from social media, which would absolutely 20x this number I'm about to tell you, if you just went with my podcast, YouTube channel, and written blog posts, I think I did no less than 400 pieces of content before anybody ever gave a crap about me, before anyone ever paid me a thing from those efforts. It was a marathon, and there were times when people were like, dude, this is a waste of your time. Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep doing this? Because I know that you plant, you water, you add value, you meet needs, shit grows. That's the commitment that I'm going to ask you to have towards inbound, okay? Because when you are focused on inbound, you establish yourself as an expert. They're familiar with you. And then eventually they're going to buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. People trust experts. So I want to challenge you to be visible, video, PR in your neighborhood. Get on the local news show and do a feature on how to winterize your home or whatever the hell it is, guys. You got to think, where can I really position myself as an expert? Okay. So this is really what I want to harp on here for the next few minutes. Again, who stands in front of my ideal customer every day? So everybody list 3 things in the box right now. So for instance, I'll just talk before you list it in the box. Me as a painter, for me, it that I did work with, okay? Those are my top 3, and I got, out of 700-800 leads a year, I had just from those influencers, okay? All right, everybody list 2 to 3 influencers for them right now. So I have a list here of possibles for you. Home builders, GCs, home inspector, carpet people, hardwood guy, color consultant, realtor, window treatment people, interior designers, pressure washing company, a mortgage guy or lender, because people are buying houses that need work done and they hand them your name. An attorney, all right? People that get divorced, they hire attorneys, and then somebody buys a house. They got to sell the house they own together and the house needs work or whatever it is, okay? That's just, I think, 10 or 12 that I listed there, okay? So now here's the second part of this question. In each of those categories, so let's just say, who said Roy? How many do you have on your influencer list? Because it could be more than one. So my goal is to list 10 to 12 different types of influencers. All right, you got one. All right. My goal is for every category. So, and then I'm going to have at least in my world that know who I am, that I'm building relationships with. Especially you, Roy. You're in the suburbs of Chicago. It is massive coverage area and things like that. You could have a dude in the Wheaton area. You could have a dude in the St. Charles area. And you can have a dude, in the Elmhurst area or whatever, if you know what I'm saying, since I know your area. You don't have to limit yourself to one realtor, one whatever, okay? So guys, that is huge. Now the math on this is also really cool, because what if, so let's say we get to, let's just go 6. You get 6 categories. You all with me so far? Somebody do the math for me. 6 categories, and I got 3 people, human beings in each category, companies that I'm chummy with. How many total influencers is that if I just had 6? 18. Very good. 6 times 3 is 18. Now, what if each one of them gave me 1 lead a quarter? What would that be? I think it's about 76. Is that 76 or 74? What is it? 72, whatever. 72 leads, guys. Now, here's the good news. Those leads, you're going to sell. If you're not selling your influencers at like, then you don't have that great of a relationship with your influencer, because those to me are slam dunks. So that's 72 jobs. All right, let's say it's 60 jobs. You didn't get 12 of them. Now take 60, somebody with a calculator, everybody do this, take 60 and multiply it times your average job size and type it in the box. Okay, it works. Okay, it works, I'm telling you. Spend your money, spend your marketing money on a kick-ass website, creating amazing content that establishes you as an expert. Test other marketing things. I'm not saying don't do outbound things. I think there's still a place for direct mail and some things like that. But if you take an example of like Dan Sherwood recently, one of his targets is getting more of these high-end GCs. He's got a couple of them now that feed him some really nice work and some big dollar projects in there. They care about the experience. And so I'm like, well, dude, what would happen? So Dan took a few weeks. He put together a list of, 30 or 40 what he thinks are good fits for him that are home builders type people. And now those people are getting monthly direct mail cards with a call to action and a headline that grabs their attention that's unique to them. So that's a traditional marketing thing. It's an outbound thing, but it's going after an influencer. Here's the other reason I love influencers. Guys, when you find one and build the relationship, as long as you don't jack up the relationship and get all D-baggy on them, you're going to be good. Okay? This is also cheaper than, okay? So to help keep your cost per lead, your cost per sale down, your marketing ROI will be a lot better. Okay? And the other cool thing, a couple other things. One of them is when you're working for influencers, and you get to know each other and they get to know your people and stuff, your people are going to shine. Your people in the field are going to be happier. They're going to have a better experience at work every day. And that helps retention. And then the other thing is, I get it. We all got people that are calling us out of the blue. They found us on Google. They saw your truck. They don't know you from a hole in the ground. And those leads in your busy season, your phone's ringing off the hook, right? Well, where influencer relationships come in, they typically help you fill in the gaps in your slower parts of the year and things like that so that you could have consistent work, keep your team together and stuff like that. All right, so you need to brainstorm who your influencers are, add value to them. So let me throw this out there here. Let me give something practical, tactical. Why do they want money? Because they're all business owners, right? In the context we're talking about here, they're business owners. So what do all business owners want? And everything you guys are saying is true here. Yeah, all business owners want money. They want good service. They want to look good for their clients. Okay, but they also, most of the right influencers, they're going to want to build relationships with other winners. And so your marketing to them doesn't always have to be like, hey, hire me and stuff. It could be as simple as, I'm going to put on an event in my area and I'm going to invite 100 of these influencers to the event. I'm going to drop $1,500 at a bar, rent out the room, and the first hour is on me. And I'm going to bring in a speaker on, I don't know, you bring in Gina to do something on QuickBooks. You bring Logan in to do something on marketing. And now you're giving value to all these guys. But guess what? You got to stand at the front of the room as the expert, as the facilitator, as the connector, and said, hey, this is an area of my business that, this dude's really helped me on, And I just want to put this free event on. If you guys want to learn how to get more leads for your business or whatever, come see Logan. It's free. It's on me. I drop $1,500. I fill the room. You're going to invite 100 and 20 are going to show up. It's really hard to fill a room for an event, but you do it quarterly, or it could be a little lower keyed, whatever it is. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? This is smart target marketing for influencers down the road. And it is going to help you stand out. It's going to help you be different because, again, bingo, Joshua, no one does this. I've been telling people to do this for years, and type in the box if you've taken my advice in the last 2 years and done that. Yes or no? Have you done it? No, no. I might pee myself if I see a yes, because nobody ever does it, okay? And we don't do it because we think all this other shit is important in our business. And then we wake up one day and our phone stops ringing and we got no money. We got to tap into the line of credit. And it's another year on the financial hamster wheel, living on our credit line. And then it's May or June before we got that freaking thing paid off, hopefully. And then we got just a couple months left to make a profit again. Guys, that's the cycle that so many contractors are on. And it's preventable. All right, you got to nurture them. You have to nurture these relationships. You're not just going to walk up to somebody and say, hey, I'm a painter and you're a builder and you should hire me. Now, I've done that and it's worked a few times, but it's usually a several interaction. Like you guys that are in landscaping, you know nature more than I do. Last I heard, you take a seed of the thing you want to grow and you dig a little hole, and then you drop it in the hole, drop the seed in the hole, and then you cover it up with dirt, something like that, right? Then what do? You take some agua and you put agua on it. I almost poured it on my computer. All right. And then you give it some sunlight and you go around and you pull the weeds out now and then. And guess what? You go out the next morning and you still don't see anything.